Hey guys, so today I have a PSA returns video for you guys. I've got two different orders back in the past 2 weeks and literally just got the time to do a video for them. Been super busy. I've got about 300 cards that I'm currently putting into a submission. I think it'll be touching 400 by the time I'm finished. I also got about 250-300 cards back from a bulk order last week, so hopefully sometime this week or maybe next week I'll start listing those up onto eBay as well, so keep an eye out on that. I'll put a link to my eBay in the description or something if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, let's get straight into the cards. Oops, there we go. So let me first of all tilt this a bit, as there will be some glare. Let me move this base pack. So first card, we have a first edition Rayquaza Gold Star, which got a gem in 10 grade. I bought this off a Japanese store. I think, if I remember correctly, it was about 32,000 yen, somewhere around there. So super happy with that. It's a hit and miss with that store, with my experience. Either you get a mint card or you don't, so it's one of those ones. Next up, we have a first edition base Mewtwo, which got a PSA 9 grade. Let me just tilt this a tad more. I actually pulled this from a pack. It should be in one of the videos if you haven't seen it. So super happy with that. I actually have a Mewtwo collection. I think I've got about 20-30 PSA 10 cards, including a no rarity in gem in 10. So this will be going into my collection, and eventually when I've got the money, I'll get a gem in 10 copy if I'm not able to grade one. Pretty disappointed I didn't win one when there was 3 listed on PWCC, as they went fairly cheap. I think it was around $1,500-$1,600. I wish I'd woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning to bid on those, but I missed out on those, so it'll probably cost me a bit more to get one. Next off, we have a first edition Clefairy, which got a mint 9. This was one of the cards that I got in that big Japanese collection end of last year, which had that trophy Kangaskhan, which graded a 10. Also had the Gyarados and Chansey grade a PSA 10 from that lot. With this, I was hoping it would get a 10. Only damage on it is like 1-2 hairline scratches on the hollow. Apart from that, it's super mint, so it's still got a 9 again, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. Next up, we have a first edition Raichu, which got a PSA 9 grade. I actually pulled this as well from one of the packs. Only problem with this is the centering. It would have got a 10, as there's next to no whitening on this one. So for the centering to be off, I was a bit disappointed. But what can you do? It still looks super nice as a PSA 9. Next up, we have a no rarity Charizard, which got a PSA 9 grade. This one cost me, I think it was 90,000 yen, and it's the best no rarity Charizard I've had. The first Charizard I ever got cost me about 10,000 yen, and that graded an 8. But apart from that, I've purchased like 3-4 copies and I've wasted about 200,000 yen on them. I've just kept buying them at one point and they kept on being in really bad condition. I've actually got one in a PSA 7 which I'll be listing soon, but I'll probably hold on to this one for a while. I think there's one going to be on PWCC in this month's auction, so I'm going to keep an eye out to see what that sells for. I think one, what's his name, Japan Daisuke is the seller's name. I think he auctioned one off and that sold for about $2,100 or in that range. So hopefully if I do sell it, it'll be around the 2,000-2,500 range. But yeah, next up we have a first edition Venusaur which got a gem in 10 grade. Same again, this came in that Japan collection that I bought for 300,000 yen, which is a steal, because I got that gem in 10 Kangaskhan, I got 3 PSA 10 first edition hollows, and it was about 2-3 binders full of old school hollows which were all in PSA 10 condition. I've still got about half near enough a full binder full of hollows. I just remember there was a no rarity Blastoise which graded a 10 also, so it was a super good auction that I won. With this got a PSA 9 first time around. Same with the Clefairy. There was, I think, just one scratch or something. It's not even like one there where you can see the hollow bleeding through. It's just one on the hollow part there. So I thought it's definitely worth sending back, and it got a gem in 10 grade, so really happy with that. Next up we have some Team Rocket case full art. So we got 2 Giovannis, both got PSA 10 grades. I actually have a sealed copy in the case I've got with the cardboard box and whatnot, the full lot, so I'm going to keep those sealed. So these graded sets will be up for sale. I actually have them up on eBay already, so if you want to have a look. And here is the Team Rocket, both of them full arts, both got gem in 10. And here are the 3 cards that I sent off for the quick turnaround. I got these back about 2 weeks ago. So first off we have a Trophy Kangaskhan which got a mint 9. It's got a nice swell hollow there, so really nice. Only problem with this was the centering. This is probably the only copy I've had which had a centering issue. Usually they're all very well centered, so condition wise it was perfect. There's no whitening whatsoever. It's purely that centering. The case has some scratches since it came, as you can see there. All 3 cards I got back from that submission had some scratches on the cases, so what can you do? But it looks super nice as a PSA 9. Next up we have a Tropical Mega Battle. I think it's the Tropical Breeze. It says Tropical Wind, but it should be a breeze, I think, as that's what the English one says. But this one's from the 2001, and it was given out in the 2002 Tropical Mega Battle as well. And it's the VS version. It's got the Tropical Mega Battle symbol there. As you can see, it's got those faint scratches. It got a PSA 6 grade. It did have a dent and 2 deep scratches. If you go see before I sent them off to PSA, you can see what damages it had. and it had some whitening on that top border as well. Thing with these is they were made to be played with at the tournament. The Japanese only got this card, which was special to them, as the rest of the VS deck they got was a basic Rocket Tyranitar deck. So this was the only Japanese card that was specially made for the Japanese players, so finding this is super hard. I think there's only 24 copies, with 12 copies given out each year to the Japanese players or to whoever was invited at the tournament. Scott has a copy, Yamoto I believe has a copy, and one of his teammates actually has 2 of these, as I contacted him, but he wasn't interested in selling. This is going a few months back, and I got lucky and I met someone and we made a deal. I was able to purchase this. It's definitely one of those cards that I wanted to tick off my list, as it is a P promo. If you can focus there, 008P. If you want to complete the P promos, this is a must, and I know loads of people after one of these, but touch wood, I won't be selling this anytime soon, so super happy owning one of these. I'm not too fussed with the grade either, as with the rarity it works out. If it was a normal card, I'm more concerned with the condition of it, but being so rare and the only copy to surface in about, I think about 4 or 5 years, I wasn't gonna let this slide by just because of some damages. And next up we have the English version, which got a gem in 10 grades. As mentioned, these were meant to be played with, so for it to be in a gem in 10 grade is super rare. Being a super rare card, to find it in a gem in 10 condition is really hard. When I bought the set a couple years ago, I think only 3 cards got gem in 10 grade. The Tropical Breeze from that set, I think it graded a PSA 8, and the rest of them were, I think, PSA 8, PSA 7. I think there were a few 9s as well, so super happy with this to get a 10. As you can see from the back, there's next to no damages whatsoever. With these, the English cards, I think there were total of 6 decks given out each year, so only 12 Tropical Breeze, and basically the rest of the English deck, there's only 12 of each in the world, so super rare card. It's a must for any English collector. Same again, won't be parting with this anytime soon, as I got it for a real good price, and with the rarity and the way Pokemon is going, definitely going to hold on to this for quite a while. So there you go, there's Psyduck. I got this clear file. It's from, I'm not sure, there's a set and they basically come as a duo, and this one was my favourite, as I got these literally the same day I got the Psyducks. I got the Tropical Breezes and loved the Psyduck artwork on that. So yeah guys, that's it for the PSA returns. As mentioned, I'll be listing a few cards on eBay this week, and touch wood, next week I've got some rare cards coming in as well. Just waiting for the guy to ship them out, and I think it takes 2 to 3 days to get to the UK, so as soon as those arrive I'll definitely be making a PSA, making a video for them and sending them direct to PSA. I'm currently filling out a form for about 400 cards, so touch wood, by the time those arrive I'll be finished with the submission form. So yeah guys, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed viewing these cards, and as always, thanks for watching.